Prayers up, blessings up. So look, this is my first time doing this. I want to do a how-to video. We're going to do blackened sea bass and grits. So fish and grits, but the goal is to get this thing done in less than 20 minutes. This is a simple recipe. I'm going to get right to it. Now, the first thing you want is some olive oil. Now watch how I do this because this is important. You're going to want to rub a little bit of olive oil on here. And let me get the stove going. In the meantime, I'm going to cut the stove on medium. So we got a sauteing pan, and then we got the pan for the grits. I'm gonna cut the grits on a higher heat, probably on 7. All right? In the meantime, we're gonna let that warm up. I'm gonna coat this in olive oil, this sea bass. And this is a blackened recipe where, like, you know, like when you're on vacation sometimes, you don't wanna have to like go buy a bunch of seasons. All you need is 3 seasons. Some crushed sea salt. It got to be sea salt. All right? It gotta be crushed black pepper, otherwise it ain't gonna taste right. And then you want some chipotle powder. All right, so we on the clock. Get the clock, man. We on the clock with this. The goal is 20 minutes to have this thing done. All right, so with this is 3 cups of water to 1 cup of grits. So I'm gonna eyeball it. I wanna start doing more longer content videos for YouTube, like 8 to 12 minutes. So this is gonna be one of those videos, right? So look, that's one part. So I'm gonna remember it's like halfway up. When it comes to grits, all I need is a little bit of olive oil for this recipe. I put a little olive oil down here. Now this is what's gonna set these grits off and make them where they're not clumpy. You put the grits in here and then you wanna stir it up. What I want is for all of that olive oil to coat the grits. This is gonna make it to where, as long as you stay on top of them, they're gonna be smooth and creamy. All right, this is very important. All right, this is a little hack. Now what I'm gonna do in the meantime, drop some cracked sea salt in here. You feel me? Remember, we on the clock. We're putting the flavor in these grits off the rip. So you want to salt it to your liking. You know, I don't want to put too much salt in, so I put that much. And then when I taste it before we plate it, I might add a little bit more. All right? So that's going on the stove. We got the stove on like 7. Remember, it's 3 parts water for these polenta grits. So there go 1 cup that you're using 3 parts of the same amount, water to grits. All right? So if you don't got a measuring cup, it's all good. You feel me? This is something that you could do, especially when you're on vacation, because they might not have the measuring cup. Don't panic. You feel me? Don't even panic. So we got the grits going. Let me cut the heat up because I want to start that boil. We're gonna put some of this chipotle powder on these sea bass. This is actually my first time cooking sea bass, by the way. So, but it's the same principle, man. This recipe I know is good because I just did it the other day when we was in where we was, Daytona. I cooked some grouper like this and it came out fire. I actually did a video about it. But look, crack black pepper on here. Simple recipe, 3 ingredients. Some sea salt. All right, now we're gonna flip it. And we're gonna hit the other side the same way. Little cracked black pepper. This is blackened sea bass. Look at how simple this recipe is. Now when you do this, thank me later. I'm telling you it's gonna blow your mind. Here we go. Remember, I'm on the clock. I'm trying to get this whole meal done in 20 minutes. What time did we start again, babe? You remember?
5:12. It's 5 minutes.
All right, we 5 minutes in. I got 15 minutes. All right, now I want to hit the sides. I want to hit the sides up too. All right. Little sea salt on the side because these are some nice thick chunks of fish. All right. Little cracked black pepper. Now we're gonna flip it, a little sea salt on the side. That's looking about right where I want it, to be real with you. Now you notice how it looked. Take a look at how it looked. That's how you want it looking. That's all you need. We're about to drop that in a minute. We got this on medium. We're gonna drop some olive oil. That's all you need. Let me see if this is boiling, because I want everything to get done at the same time. It's starting to boil. Now we want to stir this up because it's starting to warm up. We're right on time. These grits only take like, these polenta grits, 5-10 minutes and they'll be ready to go. Right, you see how the water popping? That's how you know this is ready to go. We're about to drop the fish. Here we go. Now, when you cook this fish, really all you need to do is flip it once. You know? Now you can cook it on the sides, which and I might, but then again I might not. So I'm just gonna cook it like that. It's simple. You wanna stay on top of it because you don't wanna overcook it. You definitely don't wanna burn it, but you don't wanna rush it either. When it comes to fish like this, and you're sauteing it and you're blackening it, what you don't want to do is flip it more than once. Like one and then flip it back and then flip it. You don't want to do that. You want to cook it all the way on one side, then flip it. Now, I'm going to show you in a minute. When it's about ready, I'll be looking. You want it to be that nice dark brown color, that blackened look. That's what you want. We got the grits going. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how we do our grits. We don't do them regular. Watch how this come together. You're going to want to mix blend of lettuce. I like spring mix. You know what I mean? You take some of these tomatoes. You want small tomatoes like this. And then I'm going to wash these off. Make it. We're shooting for 20 minutes. You feel me? My first goal, I was like, I'm gonna cook this in 30 minutes. And I said, you know what? It'll be more lit if I do it in 20. We at the Airbnb. Take a look around at the Airbnb. It's real nice. But this Airbnb, man, they like silverware games suck. They don't barely got any utensils. This only knife they got. This one knife.
Should check the grits.
Huh? Check the grits. See, that's why 2 hands are better than 1. We got the grits going. They're thickening up a little bit. Bet that up, babes. Now, I'm gonna use this one because it's already open, and you're gonna see how I mix everything up right inside of that. So I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna cut these into like pieces like this. I'm gonna drop these tomatoes in here, and I'm using this container to mix everything up, so to make it easier. I'm dropping a little salt in here. Watch how I put this flavor on this. A little cracked black pepper. And then with this, using cold press is better when you're going like raw. When you're just putting like on salads and stuff like this, vinaigrettes, you want this cold press. So I drop a little bit of that in there. Now, I'm gonna get this lime. Oh, we didn't get the lime.
Oh, dang.
From Sprouts.
Nope.
Oh, that just hurt my spirit. Oh, we just was at Sprouts and we forgot to get the lemons, man. But it's all right. So you see how that look? So normally I would squeeze some lemon. Same with this fish, I would be drizzling some fresh lemon. So take note of that when you do it, take it up a notch. All right? Now let's look at this sea bass. It's smelling good already. Let's see where we're at. I let it go a little bit longer. But you notice that thing looking good. Take a look at the grits. Let's see where we're at. And now it's not time to cut these grits down to 1. These grits is about ready. One thing about grits, once they hit this point, you gotta stir them things up until the point where it's smooth. Otherwise, you're gonna have little clumps. Like if you notice, if you can see in there, there's little clumps. But it's all right, you just gotta stir them clumps out.
How many minutes you said?
20.
You got 8 minutes.
Okay, we got 8 minutes. All right, let's flip this sea bass. Woo! Look at that sea bass. Stop playing with them. All right, let's flip that. Woo! All right, so now we got, again, I'm trying to get this done in 20 minutes. Them grits is looking fantastic. Look at them grits. Drop some fire emojis. Let me know in the comments how you like this type of content, because I'm going to start doing cooking content is what I want to do. We love cooking, especially, you know, me and my wife, we cook pretty much every day at our house. We got 5 children. And, you know, one of the ways I was able to lose weight is because I was always eating good food. I lost 100 pounds. But I was always eating good food during the process. And this is the way I like to help people to lose weight. The thing about this, I always loved fish and grits. But I grew up on them Quaker enriched grits. And so when I made the switch from the enriched grits to the grits where it's just corn and it wasn't put through that enrichment process, was one of the things that helped me to lose weight, but I was still eating grits. So, you know, if you don't know me, if you check out my page, especially my shorts, I give out a lot of game. I wrote a book called Life Matters, So Let's Eat Like It, to explain how anybody could do it. We've helped thousands of people lose weight, but this is an example. Look at that. Now I'm gonna flip it this way of the way that we eat, you know what I mean? And then at the same time, this meal, it ain't gonna put the weight on you like that. You're gonna take this lettuce and you're gonna spread it across this plate, just like this. You want lettuce across the whole bottom of the plate. And trust me when I say this make all the difference in the final product. We're gonna plate the grits and the fish right on top of this lettuce. And then as you're eating it, you're getting a bite of this lettuce with the grits and the fish at the same time. And trust me when I say, once you do it like this one time, you ain't gonna wanna go back. You're not gonna wanna go back. Look how that looks. This one right here, I'm just gonna cook. I'm not gonna flip it again. Everything looking good. Now let me stir these grits. We got a few more minutes left. Let me add a little bit more water to this. because it's getting thick. Now, if you want, when you cooking grits, this is a little trick. If you stir it up and it's kind of thick, you want to just add a little bit of water and stir it in there decent. You know, that's it. But you want to stir it up good. You want it to be about this consistency right here. A little bit more water. And we're gonna stir that thing up decent. But you could look at the clock. You got the clock in the beginning, right, babe? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we not capping, man. This is a 20-minute meal that's fit for a restaurant. I'm telling you, when you cook this, it's gonna blow your mind how good it is. Again, when you make this on your own, just make sure you got some fresh squeezed lemon. Right now, I would be hitting the Seabass right now with the lemon. And remember, I would have already hit the lettuce with the lemon. Let me plate them up. We take this plate like this. Look it, 20 minutes on the dot. Stop playing. And we're gonna come in like this. There go the grits. With my wife plate. Stop playing. Now you want to do that just like this. Now put it right on top of that lettuce. And here we go with this. Take a look at that. Now let me grab these. 20-minute fish and grits. Let me know in the comments how that looks to you. Now look, this is a meal that anybody could do. I just showed you step by step how to do it. Let me take a taste. Here we go. Look at how that flake apart right there. Just look at that. Oh my God. I just want to taste the sea bass by itself first. Back. You're gonna like this. Now look, I wish I had a little piece of lemon. Let me show you the best. Let me show you the best bite in the house. All right, you get a little bit of this lettuce with some of the grits and a piece of fish. And this how you want to do this. Watch this. That's the bite right there. When you make this for yourself, do it just like this. There it is, man. Get one more shot. And let me know in the comments when you do it. Take a picture, put it in the comments. Let me know how it came out cooking for your family. You feel me? About to be up out of here. My brothers and sisters, it's all love, man. Prayers up, blessings up.